So I think the difference between idiomatic versus classical giraffe would be that classical giraffe would be sticking closer to Marshall Rosenberg's four-step process of nonviolent communication. Um, and really just following it to the T. Whereas idiomatic would be trying to relate to different types of ways of presenting the process to somebody else. So, for instance, in different settings, it may be appropriate to make some adjustments. For instance, instead of saying I feel frustrated because I need consideration, the I feel because I need. There's some things that we can do to just make the language kind of flow. And so we could actually take away the I feel and the I need and just say I'm sad and I'm needing, or I'm wanting cooperation, or I'm longing for cooperation. And in different settings, like in a business setting, we might use the word collaboration. So there's just different ways to be able to relate to people. And so some people will call this street giraffe. Another thing that we can do is when we're guessing people's feelings and needs, instead of always saying, are you feeling because you need, and filling in the blanks, we could actually say, so it seems like you're really longing for connection right now. Maybe it seems like you're frustrated and you're really wanting someone to hear you, wanting to be heard. So these are different ways to get at that, where you really thrive when people work together. So these are creative ways instead of just saying you need. And in different environments, we may find that there's different ways that we can approach people to be more effective. We might even use some of the things that they can relate to, like if we're dealing with someone who's a teenager, maybe we would say, hey man, how's it going? Maybe that's how we would start. Really hoping that you can hear me out instead of saying I need to be heard. So those are just some examples of how we can play with the process to be able to better relate to people. So that's the big difference between street giraffe and the classical giraffe.